Yo, my man,
What's good?
what's going on with you?
Everything. Oh, there I go.
I was actually surprised that you said you would do it with me. I was like, oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Man, I'll never forget what position I've been in. You know what I mean? The real life situation is, we all been in similar places or stations in life at certain times. So, you hollered at me. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't want to act like I'm too good or bougie. So, it's what's up? What's good?
So we got my man's Mr. Rob Live here, man. Mr. Rob, I call him Rob Live. Mr. Rob Love Funny. He made a podcast, the Real and Funny Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out for sure, for sure. So I want to talk to you about basically how you got to where you are and like what inspired you to do comedian. Like what made you say, okay, we finna go do this? What made you
Uh,
jump start?
well, I was always funny. Always been funny. You know what I'm saying? So, it was something that was natural to me. But I was an athlete, so making it to the league was my goal. And when that didn't come to fruition, I decided to find myself. I had to find what I wanted to do that I was passionate about in life. I didn't just want to search for money. Money wasn't a goal of mine. It just, what I'm saying, that wasn't just it. So um, my brother was hosting an open mic, and I started going there, and I didn't get a good response, and but the desire was there to get better, so I just
Yeah.
kept working. Yeah. You got another question, or
Of
hold
course,
on a second.
got plenty of them. So say that if I wanted to start being a comedian, what would be your advice for like up and coming ones that's like with the new stuff in 2020 with the quarantine and all this happening and stuff? What would be the advice for the people that's in the quarantine right now to just jumpstart? What would be their best route to go for?
That's a great question. For me personally, my route was to get on stage, practice being comfortable in front of live audiences, and practice getting a sit down that's funny.
Bit. So yeah,
All right. So what I was saying was is that my journey was me getting on stage, getting comfortable, and I advise every comic to take that route too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Is to get on stage and try to get comfortable in front of people. But in this day and age, it's also important to build a social media following as well. So I would encourage a comedian to practice some kind of, I don't really know, some kind of live comedy set. Kind of help themselves in this day and age. Like I said, most important for me was getting off on stage in front of people.
yeah.
So it's opening up a little bit, but I don't know how many opportunities that's gonna be. But you can't wait, so you got to create your own opportunities. Whether you practicing telling jokes in front of a small quarantine audience, but I just encourage getting better on stage.
And like what most people that's coming up right now don't understand that this grind takes time. Like whatever you want to do is gonna take time regardless. And that's where people tend to lose like train of thought when that grind kick in, that day and night grind, that yeah, that's when people start to really lose that. But if you want to do something, you got to keep pushing with it. That's what I be trying to stay on hard. Because, like, I do this graphic design. I be having people coming at me with, hey, you got party flyers. Hey, I need mixtape covers. Hey, you want to edit a video? I need a banner for YouTube. I'm just like, dang, this is what I want to do for sure. But it's like, y'all coming in a little too hot. So it's just like, but I ain't going to back down from it, though.
I respect that. Definitely, you definitely gotta commit to the grind. You gotta commit to getting better. That's whatever field you in, and trying to do, whether it's graphic design, comedy, or sport. You know what I'm saying? Music, whatever field you committed to being great at, you gotta push yourself And the grind is, for me, it was similar to sport, where I took it, I practiced, and my practice was important. You know what I'm saying? So I was on stage, especially before quarantine, 5, 6, 7 times a week, always trying to get better. And this even in my 10-year stage, you know, it's always constantly working to get better and be better and push myself. You know, it's all different type of audiences. It's just not black audiences, because my goal is not just to be in front of people that look like me, making them laugh. I want to make everybody laugh. So you know, I had to step outside of my comfort zone and all the other stuff. So, you know, that's a part of the grind. That's a part of the journey. Can you hear me?
Okay, see, now I can't hear you this time. Okay, there, now I can hear.
You go.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, we good now. It's probably connection. Yeah, we good now.
All right. So, yeah, the Camigos, what's the next? Because the last event, I was liking all three of y'all updates. So I'm like, what's the next one?
Let me pull over real quick. Let me see if it was my connection, because I heard you start with the Camigos, but I didn't catch any other question. Let me pull over real quick. All right, try to run it again. Let me see if it's the connection.
Yeah, I was saying, what's next with the Camigos? What's the next big event y'all guys got planned?
Man, the Camigos are pretty spontaneous. We got some stuff working though. We doing some stuff for TV. We got some
graphics. Just keep my name in your head just a little bit, just a little thought. If it's in the back of your mind, just remember Big Zach. Just remember Big Zach. He know a little something.
For sure.
He's gonna continue to grow.
For sure. Where you from, Big Zach?
I'm from Dillon, South Carolina, a small city in South Carolina.
Respect. So that's where you at right now?
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Cool.
I'm a Dillon hoodie on and all. That's where I'm at.
For sure. So shout out to everybody in Dillon, man. Keep doing your thing.
Much love.
Man,
on that one.
It's all about stepping out. You know what I mean? It's all about, if you think about it, if God give you the thought, then act on it. You know what I'm saying? Don't feed into the man, it might not work, or he might say no, just go for it. And you know in your heart you went for what you was called to do.
Yeah. Like, you can, like, a lot of people say, oh, I'm scared, I'm nervous. People might say this, people might say that. Nah, it don't matter what people say, because at the end of the day, it's all about you and how you handle yourself. Where do you want to be at the end of the day? You can't really focus on everybody else. And that's the lesson I had to learn, and I had to move from, like, separate myself from a lot of people. Separation.
Well, yeah, man, that's a part of the cycle, man. Part of the cycle of life. You sometimes separate from the pack. Sometimes you find people that you work with and blend with perfectly. It's just synergy and energy, man. So I just keep moving on my path, and I track, those who are supposed to be with me. And sometimes relationships are supposed to last for a certain amount of time. All relationships not supposed to last for forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
true.
Just appreciate them. Just appreciate life and the gift, the people that, the human being contacts and the connections you make. That's important, and everything else gonna be good.
So I seen on your story you was having a little family day. You went fishing and all of that. That time that's really the best time you can ever have, is when you just sit down and relax with your family and just unwind. That's the best time, ain't it?
Man, it's something that I don't do enough. And, you know what I mean, my homeboy, been going back 20 years. He hit me up, and, I hit him up like, hey, man, I see you fishing a lot, man. I want to do that. I want to get my son out just to create some memories. And it was hella relaxing, man. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. And I was like, man, it's something I do need to incorporate more into my lifestyle, man. And, I'm blessed to have that outlet, you know what I mean? So yeah. I really dug it. I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to doing it again.
definitely got to value that family time and that bonding time. That them memories right there, them the memories that hold right there, that family. So yeah.
Fact. That's important above all, man. You know, God put, you know, people in our lives, but our families are our true gifts. You know what I mean? And they come in variety of packages. They don't all have to be mom, dad, grandma, grandfather. You know what I'm saying? It's just a variety of what we're given. You know what I mean? And the people that He put in our lives, the universe, God, whoever you represent or recognize, that's important. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they serve a purpose.
for sure. So I know you just started the Real and Funny podcast. Is that the only big thing you're doing right now, or besides like that, you got anything else planned out anymore, or just are you working on the
Definitely
Real and
not the
Funny
only big thing.
podcast?
No, definitely not the only big thing I got going, man. The Real and Funny podcast is going to be super big, though. But that's not the only thing I got going, man. You know, God working in magnificent ways, and I don't always have it planned out. That's why I give Him the glory on how things come to be.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I just keep moving in the right direction. I stay positive and stay moving forward, man. It ain't about stopping and pausing and looking around like who doing what and why I ain't where. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing about nobody else. This journey, your life is about you. You know what I'm saying? My life is about me. And along this path, I'm just appreciating, smelling the roses, appreciating the human beings and all that. You know what I mean? And so everything is big. Everything is major. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because just to be healthy in this quarantine is major.
Of
You know what I'm
course,
saying?
just to
Just,
be safe and
you know what I'm
healthy.
saying?
Of course.
No symptoms is major. You know what I mean? So I got a lot of major things going on. Shout out to God.
Speaking of that, is everything? How was everything? Where you at? Like, where are you at currently? I ain't want to know too much, but like, where are you at currently?
I'm in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis.
That's real. I keep it low. I'm in my home state, home city. You know what I'm saying? I just got back from Cali before they start locking everything down. So I'm glad that I was able to be, you know, near my family. I'm not with all my family during this time, but I have been able to see my family and stuff like that, ride by and everything. So it's cool.
So is it too bad down there, or is it not that bad?
Man, you know, it depends on, you know, I guess your situation. You know what I mean? I don't want to look at nobody's situation and say it ain't bad. I know from my situation, I'm super blessed. Nobody in my family has had issue with
Mm-hmm.
coronavirus, but we do know people who have suffered from that or whatever. So
And
it's
prayers
real,
out to
you
them
know.
too. If anybody is infected, for sure, for sure. Prayers out to them for sure.
Appreciate that, Patrick Ewing. You know, yeah, it's real, but at the same time, you know, I'm staying on, you know, and keeping my immune system strong. I didn't even got on my hustle and created some all natural hand sanitizer, disinfectant. You know what I'm
You
saying?
DIY and
'Cause,
stuff over there, huh? DIY.
man, I had to come with it, man, cause I couldn't find it in the stores. And what I'm gonna do? Just be complaining I can't get it? I said, let me make my own. I got all the product, the natural ingredients, and I put it together. So I'm moving these. I call it PAM, all natural disinfectant spray. But like I said, it's you can put it on your hands too. It's sanitary.
That's good. That's good.
So that's another big one now right there. That's another big one right there.
My boy about to start a brand, Pam. Slap your
Man,
logo
it ain't
on
no
it.
stop.
Slap your logo on it.
Oh, it's already got it. It's already got it. It's a logo. It's a logo. PAM. It's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, see, I work at a plant, and like we got a few cases or whatever, so I try to be very distant because I ain't want to bring that mess back to my family. I got nieces and nephews, and I ain't want to bring that mess back to my family. I got to look out for them, so that's why I try to be
For
so
sure.
distant.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, you got any more questions, man? I gotta get out of here in a second. You can wrap it up in a few minutes. You got something
Let's
for me?
see. Let's see what we can wrap it off of. So let me see if I can get some words of encouragement, for some real words of encouragement from me to you, regardless of the live, one-on-one, some real words of encouragement to me.
Well, I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Your assertiveness. This is real. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to know somebody intricately to be proud of them. I'm proud of this aspect of your life that I've recognized. You know what I'm saying? And what I've recognized is your assertiveness. You know what I'm saying? You start calling me uncle. I'm like, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Calling me uncle. You know what I'm saying? But it's about putting yourself in a position where you can be recognized. And it's not, hey, look at me. Hey, look at me. It was cool and smooth. You know what I'm saying? So you was assertive in a good fashion. So I respect that. You know what I mean? You hit me up. You took your shot. In life, if you don't take your shot, you never gonna score.
You never know when you're
gonna took your shot. Say,
hey, that's why you got to take it while it's day.
That's another reason. If you don't know when you gonna get another shot, but you don't also know if you don't gonna make it. If you don't take it, you know you ain't gonna make it. So I salute you for taking the shot, reaching out, saying, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. You know, are you available? You know what I mean? And cats along the way, DL Hughley blessed me like that. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to him on Twitter, and we built a connection before I met him in person. When I met him in person, he started showing me love on stage. So I was opening and featuring for DL, hosting with DL at a young stage in my career because I was assertive but not overly aggressive. You know what I mean? Yeah. So do what you feel led to do. Take your shot. That's the encouragement I can give you. Keep taking your shot, my guy.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you for just saying take up too much of your time, man. Y'all go check out the Real and Funny podcast, and y'all go show Rob Love Funny some love on the followers, man, on Instagram, man. Appreciate you. I'll catch you another time, my man.
We'll do it again. Big Zach, man. Much respect. God bless, homie.
All right, Uncle Rob.